I've been getting multiple questions about how you can move to Canada. And there are many ways how you can move to Canada. And today we're going to talk about how to move to Canada through a job offer from a Canadian employer or how to find a job in Canada while you're still abroad. We will discuss a few resources you can leverage, what to expect from each, and share a few tips. Even though there are multiple ways how you can move to Canada, many people choose work visa specifically because it helps you to settle down with more confidence. You get salary from the start, you can assimilate better, build new friendships and relationships with colleagues, and it just gives you peace of mind. But how do you find job and get a job offer in Canada while you're oceans away? Let's discuss. Well, first of all, let's talk about how people who are already in Canada are able to find jobs. There is multitude of ways, but I will highlight these four is networking, online resources, recruiting agencies, and canvassing employers. Networking is one of the best and most reliable ways how to get a job in Canada. Many companies have so-called referral system. And when they have a job opening, they prefer to hire from within the company. It means that any employee who is already working for the company can submit a resume of someone they know who they think might be a good fit for the position. As a result, about 80% of job openings don't even reach job postings online, because they get filled from within before they can be posted publicly. In Canada, people prefer to work with those they know and can't trust. That's why many of the job openings get filled via referrals. Research shows that referred employees are usually more reliable, they're a better cultural fit, and they're more loyal to the company. So my advice would be to never miss an opportunity to network. The rest 20 of job openings that weren't filled via networking or referral program get posted on online resources and public job boards. The most popular resources would be Canada Job Bank. Many companies also have job postings on their websites in careers section. These job postings usually get hundreds of applications. Especially if it's a well-paid position in a well-known company in one of the big cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Calgary. The process of selecting the right candidate is very competitive and it can take months, and among all of those applications you will usually have both people who are born and raised in Canada as well as those who move to Canada from any other country. As a result, hiring managers usually have more than enough applications. And they don't usually look for people outside of Canada. But there are also recruiting agencies, and some of them focus on specific professions or specific industries. Many companies rely on headhunters and recruiting agents to find them the right candidate. And they usually pay them to do the search. It's completely free of charge for those looking for a job. So my tip number one is, if you come across a company that asks you to pay for their service, it's a scam. There are also many agencies that focus on foreign workers who are interested to come to Canada. I will leave some links below, and if you are looking for a recruiting agency that specializes in your profession, just drop a comment below and I will point you in the right direction. If for some reason none of the ways above work, or you simply don't find the role of your dreams in the company you're aiming for, you can always try and reach to a potential employer through cold calling or cold emailing. Some employers, especially in fast-growing companies, like people who take initiative, who knows maybe the company is growing and is planning to start hiring process. So you could be the first in the line when the opportunity is available. So all you need to do is just present yourself well and show that you would be the right fit for the company. When the time comes, the company will keep you in mind and they will contact you. So you can get a head start in the recruitment process, or maybe the hiring process is already happening. But the role is not yet publicly posted like we discussed in the beginning of this video. In this case, you can become the first external candidate. Just make sure you ace all your interviews. Okay, now let's talk about what all of these ways mean to you as a foreign worker trying to get a job in Canada. As for networking, yes, it would be hard to do from overseas, and you can't just come to Canada, pay big bucks for this vacation and just network during your stay. Well, okay, yes you can. But I have a hard time imagining it. How about you try finding people you know who are already in Canada? Like remote family, friends, friends of friends, or former colleagues. Make sure your employer has experience and he is comfortable with hiring people from outside Canada. Nowadays is becoming a lot easier because of the pandemic situation. Many employers have become remote by default. It means they can hire from anywhere. So let's say you got all that nailed. Unfortunately, that would only be your first step. Next, you and your potential employer should be ready to go through some approval from Canadian government. It means your potential employer should be ready to get a positive labor market impact assessment or LMIA. An LMIA is permission from Canada's Ministry of Employment and Social Development to hire a foreign worker for a job for which no Canadian citizen or permanent resident can be found. And that's where knowing the right people unfortunately will not help. LMIAs are issued based on the needs of Canadian economy. So if your friend knows a guy who is looking for an admin assistant or a factory worker, but there are tons of unemployed admin assistants or workers in that area of Canada, you're likely out of luck. LMIA is a vast topic to discuss, and there are also LMA exam occupations. But we're not going to dive into it. But please check the description box below for useful links where you can read more about this topic.